Guys, it's a favorite tutor again as the Market Champion Wisdom. So on today's lesson, we're going to be looking at investment appraisal. Now, investment appraisals, these are techniques that businesses or companies use to evaluate their projects to see if they are worth taking or not. Now, with investment appraisals, we have two types of techniques. We have the non-discounted techniques and we have the discounted techniques. Now, the non-discounted techniques, these are those techniques that does not take into consideration the time value of money, like a simple payback period. But the discounted techniques, these are techniques that takes into account the time value of money, like the discounted payback period and the net present value. So on this lesson, we are going to be looking at the simple payback period, we are going to be looking at the discounted payback period, we are going to be looking at the net present value and the profitability index. Now we are giving an example for us to calculate the simple payback period. We are going to be using this example. Now the example goes thus: a business is comparing two alternative investment projects. Project 1, an investment in new machineries, cost 90,000 francs, or Project 2, the purchase of a retail outlet at a cost of 90,000 francs with a discount rate of 10%. The expected net cash flow for each are: year 1 for Project 1, you have 20,000 francs, year 2 30,000 francs, year 3 40,000 francs, year 4 20,000 francs, year 5 20,000 francs. And for Project 2, year 1 10,000 francs, year 2 20,000 francs, year 3 40,000 francs, year 4 60,000 francs, year 5 50,000 francs. Now the question is, using the simple payback period, decide which project should be taken. So we are going to be dealing with a simple payback period. Now let's head on. Now to calculate a simple payback period, we have to accumulate the cash flow. Now we are starting with Project 1. We calculate the simple payback period of Project 1 before we calculate the simple payback period of Project 2. Now with Project 1, we have to accumulate the cash flow. Now the first accumulation for year 1 remain constant, which is 20,000 francs, because there is no order here before year 1. So the first one remain constant, 20,000 francs. Now to get the accumulation of year 2, we have to take 20,000 francs plus 30,000 francs, which is indicated by the black arrow. You have to take 20,000 francs plus 30,000 francs, which will give us 50,000 francs. Now you do the same. 50,000 francs plus 40,000 francs will give us 90,000 francs for year 3. You take 90,000 francs plus 20,000 francs will give us 110,000 francs for year 4. You take 110,000 francs plus 20,000 francs will give us 130,000 francs for year 5. Now, after we have accumulated our cash flow, the next thing we have to look at where our initial cost falls in these accumulated cash flows. Now, using this example for Project 1, our initial cost was 90,000 francs. Now, as you can see, our simple payback period is 3 years, because exactly at year 3, our initial cost was realized. It means that if we invest in this project, it will take us exactly 3 years to recover our initial cost. Now, heading to Project 2, we'll do the same. We accumulate the cash flow of Project 2, which is the first accumulated cash flow is 10,000 francs, remain constant. The second is 30,000 francs, which is 10,000 francs plus 20,000 francs. The third for year 3, 30,000 francs plus 40,000 francs gives 70,000 francs. 70,000 francs plus 60,000 francs will give us 130,000 francs. 130,000 francs plus 50,000 francs will give us 180,000 francs. Now remember, our initial cost of capital or initial cost outlay is 90,000 francs. Now with Project 1, we easily got our simple payback period, because when the accumulated cash flow, the initial cost of capital was exactly there, was found there at year 3. But with Project 2, since our initial cost of capital is 90,000 francs, but it is not exactly at year 3, so to calculate our simple payback period for this Project 2, we use the formula A plus B minus C divided by D, where A is the last year before full recovery. Now, the year before full recovery is year 3, because after year 3, going to year 4, we're going to recover our initial cost of capital, which is 90,000 francs. So if year 4 the cumulative cash flow is showing 130,000 francs, it means before year 4 we already realized our initial cost of capital, but year 3 was not realized. So it means that the year before full recovery is year 3. Now B, our initial capital, we all know that, which is 90,000 francs. C, cumulative cash flow of year A. Now remember, year A is year 3, so the cumulative cash flow of year A is 70,000 francs, which is the cumulative cash flow of year 3. So D, cash flow of year after A. Cash flow of the year after A is 60,000 francs. Remember, A is year 3, so the cash flow of the year after A is year 4, which is 60,000 francs. So let's go ahead and substitute our formula. So A, which is 3, plus B, which is 90,000 francs, minus C, which is 70,000, divided by D, which is 60,000 francs, which will give us, if we take 90,000 francs minus 70,000 francs divided by 60,000 francs, will give us 0.33. Now this is to convert this 0.33 to months, we have to multiply it by 12, which will give us 3.96 months. Now to convert that 0.96 into days, we have to multiply 0.96 by 30. You multiply with 30, which will give us 28 days. So this means adding this 3 months, 28 days to 3 will give us 3 years, 3 months and 28 days. So this means it took us, or it will take us 3 years, 3 months and 28 days to realize our cost of capital if we venture into project 2. Now remember, project 1, it took us 3 years to realize our initial cost of capital, but for project 2 it is taking us, or it will take us 3 years, 3 months and 28 days. So now let's head on to series project we are going to choose. Now we are comparing project 1 with project 2 using the simple payback period. Now if we invest into project 1, we are going to realize our cost of capital after 3 years. If we invest in project 2, we are going to realize our cost of capital after 3 years, 3 months and 28 days. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the project with a lesser payback period, meaning that if we invest in project 1, let's realize our cost of capital earlier than investing into project 2. So we choose project 1 because it has a shorter time frame, which is 3 years, to recover the initial investment of 90,000 francs, unlike project 2, which takes a longer time frame of 3 years, 3 months and 28 days. So guys, in our next lesson we're going to be looking at the discounted payback period. Now if you understand, the simple payback period was the known discounted technique, but the discounted payback period is a discounted technique which takes into account the time value of money. So see you guys in our next lesson. I'm your favorite tutor again, Asemeke Chakum Wisdom.